Pet owners of Reddit, what is the most bizarre thing your pet expects from you? I have a Great Dane who is sensitive. He hates it when his feet get dirty. When he accidentally steps in mud, or God forbid, poop, outside, he stands in the yard on 3 legs and won't move until I walk out there and wipe his foot clean. It's vaguely pathetic, but also amusing, so I do it on a routine basis. My dog loves getting kicked. I love my dog, and it isn't abusive, but he loves when I tuck my foot under his back when he's laying down, and pushing him across the floor. You can tell he wants it when he flops onto your feet and stares at you. My dog is wonderful, but I'm still not too happy that my dog is kinky like that. I must watch my cat pee. We almost lost him a few years ago to a seriously bad urinary blockage, for real, especially if your cat is indoor, male, and/or overweight, make sure they get enough water, and he built up scar tissue that made urinating painful. Also, it just sucked for a while because he couldn't. So I'd watch him each time to monitor his progress and report to the vet, being reassuring all the while. He pulled through, but now he calls me in to watch each time he has to pee. Like, he literally cries like he's dying if I don't go. It's been a couple years now. It's a little much, but we're just happy the little jerk is okay. Every time I open the freezer, my dog runs over and waits for an ice cube. She then crunches it up and leaves it to melt on the living room carpet. Edit, wow, this comment blew up. Reading and loving everyone's ice stories. Also, learned they are called water biscuits. My cats expect to join me in the bathroom for my morning shower. One is stationed at the bathroom sink for me to turn on the faucet to drip, and the other sits in between the shower curtain and liner while I'm in there. It hadn't struck me as being an odd routine until my husband, then boyfriend, and I started dating, and he came in during a shower like, "WTF, are you all in here?" When I get home from work, my Labrador likes me to hold her paw, whilst I give her a belly scruffle. She also likes us to keep the printer full of paper, as she enjoys bopping the test button on with her nose and watching the paper go through. SHE's the boss of the house, TBH. When I bend down to spit while brushing my teeth, my cat will jump up and stand on my back. She then expects me to parade her around for the rest of my life, walking with my back at a 90-degree angle so that she can continue to stand upright. If I try to get her off, she clings to the back of my shirt with her claws. It's great. She's great. Everything is great. I have a cat who likes to be tucked in at night when I go to bed. She has to sleep with her head on the pillow under my chin with her body tucked in under the blankets. Edit, for those who want a picture. Kami in her spot right after I woke up. Sorry, it is the best I got. Opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis. If my dog sees you pull out chapstick or lip gloss, he expects some on his nose. My mom will share her chapstick with him, and he has his own tube of lip gloss in my aunt's purse. I heard that most cats don't like their tummies being touched, but when my cat is sleeping she'll roll over, belly up. And whenever I rub her tummy, she leans into my hand and starts purring. She only does this when she's sleeping. When she's awake she hates cuddling and gets really violent if you try to hold her. My cat meows loudly in the morning so that I will get up, start the shower and let him drink 3 cupped handfuls of fresh shower water. I regard bending down to let him drink from my hand as part of my morning stretching routine now. I don't understand what she wants, but one of my rats burrows deep into my clothing until she traps herself and then squeaks like I'm crushing her. Every day. My cockatiel wants me to scratch her, but then bites me when I scratch her. Or if I don't scratch her, she'll bite me BC I'm not scratching her. Stupid bird. My cat expects me to do a patrol of the house with her every other day. She'll stand in a doorway yowling until I walk up to her, then I have to follow her to the next room and walk round it, pause to pet her and repeat until the whole house has been covered. She occasionally drops live mice on my feet as well. I suspect she thinks of me as a very dumb kitten that needs assistance with hunting and guard my territory. My bulldog demands kisses before bed. Both him and my other dog, Small Mutt, sleep on my bed with me, and he's down by my feet. If I don't give him a kiss on the head and tell him I love him and good night before I tuck myself into bed, he will walk up to my pillow and headbutt me until I kiss him, and then he walks back down to my feet to sleep. To sit on my lap while I'm taking a shit. My parents' cat sleeps with them, and he's used to their schedule. So when he thinks bedtime is coming, he'll start annoying them until they follow him into the bedroom. If I let the dogs out when I get home and don't give them food immediately after, the big dog will stand next to his bowl and yell, bark, at me until I do. He demands dinner at 6 p.m. sharp. I guess this doesn't really answer your exact question, but it is a weird thing he does. My cat likes to steal tomatoes from the counter and leave them by the front door. I often step into half-eaten tomatoes when I come home from work. If my cat can see even a sliver of blue at the bottom of the bowl, it's a blue bowl, the whole thing is empty and she can't eat anymore until it's heaping full again. I have a big dog with lots of energy. He loves to play, but because he's so big it can be difficult or he can use a bit too much force while playing. We know it's not his fault, but it got to a point where we were getting bruised. So for Christmas my brilliant mother got our dog a pair of welding gloves. The air thick and covers your whole arms. Charlie, our dog, loves them because now we can play with him as rough as he likes as long as we have them on. We trained him with them so he's very gentle when we're not wearing them and waits patiently for us to put them on when it's playtime. The only downside is now we can't wear any other gloves because our poor boy gets confused. My cats don't even bury their shit and piss anymore because they know I'll end up doing it. I put his slobbery toys away in the kitchen sink and he wants me to hold my arm out so he can jump up and perch his front paws on my forearm so he can stare at his toys in the sink. He's content after that. Our dog wants to be in the room whenever we change our baby's diaper. He doesn't come over and smell or anything, and doesn't try to eat the diaper, but he's gotta be in the room. Lettuce. I posted this before, but I got my dog Snoopy when I was 10 years and ever since he was a puppy he had this love for lettuce. He would go absolutely nuts for it, and so whenever I had a sandwich or a burger I would give him some of my lettuce. Over the years it became a ritual that whenever I prepared any food that involved lettuce for myself, I would grab extra lettuce for him so I could toss it to him as I ate. He passed away 4 years ago after almost 17 years together, but I still find myself grabbing that bit of extra lettuce for him. My rabbit expects to get a treat if you go near the fridge. He will try to climb in. He will try to climb my daughter to steal her food. He will nibble on toes. Cat wants me to stick my finger way down into her right ear. My cat likes to stand on the sink while I shower and likes when I respond to her meowing like I understand her. My dog expects me to make my two cats not play with each other, ever. She will cry softly to herself while pacing around me until either they stop playing or I tell the cats to be quieter. My dog will not play with the cats and doesn't seem to mind when we, the humans, play with the cats, but heaven forbid the cats want to play with each other. And as soon as the cats start making any kind of playful racket again she is right back to crying to herself. My cat loves to sit in my bathroom sink and will meow until I make the faucet drip for him. It fascinates him for some reason. My cats will act like they've been starved for the last 3 days, and when they get the food, they act like it's invisible. Edit, wow, that's a lot of karma lol, thanks strangers. My dog expects me to pay attention to him when he starts playing the piano. I'm not kidding. Quite obviously, I pay attention. I have 5 fur animals. Here are their demands. Oldest cat requires you to change her water bowl twice a day. All 3 cats expect canned food at 8 p.m. My black cat expects to be allowed in the bathroom with me while I'm taking my evening poop. If I don't open the door, he stands outside and protests loudly until I come out. My dogs expect to be let outside anytime anyone comes in the house. Even if I've just closed it and re-entered to grab something I forgot. I can hear them throwing a fit and pawing at the back door from outside after I've closed the front door a second time. If we eat sausage, they expect the grease to be on their food. My smallest absolutely will not eat if we have cooked sausage and we do not give her the grease. She's been known to refuse to eat for days because she didn't get her grease-covered food. Yes, I know it's not great for them. My grey cat expects to be let out at 8:45 p.m. daily. He then expects to be let in at 6 a.m. daily. If you don't let him in or out on time, he will run from one end of the house to the other howling like he's stepped on hot coals and peeping in the windows to get your attention. He's terrible. Thanks for watching. What would be your response? Leave it in the comments and see what the others say. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.